Most significantly, however, the relative rarity of pipe smoking in America is a telling sign of its current intellectual crisis. If the pipe epitomizes the intellectual way of life, then is it any surprise that it cannot be found where schools substitute politically correct ideology for real philosophy, or where the intelligentsia, instead of engaging in serious thought, pander to the latest activist fads? Is it any surprise that America's most famous pipe smoker in the last 30 years has been Hugh Hefner, pajama prophet of the trite philosophy of hedonism? No, the age of the pipe smoker is as far from us as the day when philosophers will be kings and kings will philosophize, a sad reality to which the thick blue haze of non-pipe smoke is only too ready to attest. Michael Foley, theology candidate at Boston College. Smoking this morning from one of my Boswells. In my home study, which is my very favorite place on earth. As much as possible, I like to begin each day right here in my study. Reading, praying, doing an examination of conscience to hold myself accountable. Only through self-reflection. No one can hold us accountable. We can only do that ourselves, for ourselves, and for the people around us. Everything we say and don't say, everything we do or don't do, has an effect on the community. It's not just about me. And if I think that way, then I'm a very selfish person. I imagine there are times that I have been such, but I try not to be. And after that reflection, if I realize that I have been, then I try to make the adjustments necessary. If you haven't tried Cades Cove Cavendish, blended by the Gatlinburger, located in Mountain Mall, Gatlinburg, Tennessee, then I highly recommend it. This is the first tobacco blend, and I tried in 2018 when I decided I am going to try smoking a pipe. Absolutely magnificent. I'll pour a little bit here in the lid and show it to you. I know many of you have tried it, and many of you may not have tried it. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I remember the day I walked into the Gatlinburg, a shy young man with absolute zero experience with tobacco. It was a little bit intimidating. Really didn't know what to ask for. I didn't want to seem uneducated or silly. And the first person I met that day inside was Mr. Richard, known in the YTPC as the Dread Tiger. And I'm pretty sure that his intuition told him that this fella needs some help. And he was very, very accommodating. He knew the questions to ask. First of all, he understood and picked up right away that I need to put this guy at ease. And he did so. And then he probed me with a series of questions, and he was able to direct me to a number of selections. And probably after an hour, I decided on the Cades Cove Cavendish, and he says, "Excellent choice." And it was. And it has been. I still continue to buy it. And I love going into the store every trip we make. He's a pleasure to be with. And even when he's not there sometime, there are a few other people in there who are quite able to minister the same type of service with the same kind of understanding and attention. Dave, hopefully he's doing okay. He's still there. And I'm sorry, I can't remember the other guy's name. I think I only met him one time, and if I remember right, he was from Louisiana, Baton Rouge, I believe. Pipe tobacco, books, beautiful music, all life-giving to the soul. Let me look here. So, before I get into this, I'm going to post that link And it is another great article that goes along with Is Pipe Smoking Good for the Soul? How a cigarette smoker may think versus how does the cigar smoker think versus the person who's smoking a pipe. Very cool. I can't nearly summarize it enough in the proper way to entice you to go read it. But I hope that you do. So these shout outs. Basically what I ended up doing was looking over my videos up to 6 months ago. And I decided to just shout out every person who left a comment, whether it was once, 5 times, or 10 times. There were 66 different presenters who commented. And so this will take me a minute or so. I really didn't realize it was that many different people. Now, if you don't hear your name today, chances are, and I say that because hopefully I hadn't missed anyone, there's 2 previous videos since the beginning of this year where I have done a series of shout outs. One of them I put it in the title, and the other I made no mention of it in the title. And I'm making no mention of it in this title either. You just have to watch and listen to find out. So let me begin. Brad, the Bearded Piper. Papa Bear. 2 a.m. pipe on the patio. Onion. Welsh Piper. Mark. Pipe Monkey Gary. Old and in the way Gary. Which, Gary, I picked up on something about your name that I want to ask you about. Brutal enough. Pork Roll Piper. Me and my shadow. Big Sim. Big Sim. The Pipe Smoking Knife Maker. Central Cal Piper. Truckin' Piper Bob. Stony Lawn Cottage Pipe. Doing It Wrong with Sam. Sam, we miss you. Hope you're doing well. PJMP64. Good guy named Pat. Lots of cool videos with his drone. You would enjoy it. Ron Hardcrackers. The Dread Tiger. St. David Pipes. Nature Philosophy Guy. G. Spittoletti. He's a pipe maker. He makes very nice looking pipes. Turn the page. Old Man Things. Which I want to do something, a series of videos with him in mind. I think he would enjoy. Hoosier Marshall. Piper X1X. And I know that I'm probably totally missing that, but that is Jonathan. And thank you, Mr. Jonathan. You've been very kind with your comments and such. Hillbilly Piper. Danny Sutherland. JB Afternoon Piper. Andrea Campagna. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. I appreciate you, my friend. Vintage Pipe Nightmares. Sunset 30. Braddock 1976. Stonehenge Minstrel. Hope you're doing well, friend. Let me know if you're doing. Let me know how you're doing. I haven't heard from you in a while. And hope you're doing good. Woo-hoo. A hoot and a briar. Love him. Goblin Piper. Chad Griffin. Once called Lethal Precision. Makes beautiful pipes. Potter Piper. You beat me to that pipe I wanted to buy from him. I think it's in the right hands though. That was funny. I laughed when I laughed when Chad emailed me back. He's like, Potter Piper already got it. I'm like, enjoy it. I hope you're doing well. Tamper Proof. The Pipe Shed. SoCal Piper. Thank you, my brother. You're faithful to the morning prayer. That's awesome. Smoking in my car. Pipe from the mountain. And Relaxed Piper. And that, my friends, as best as I can tell, are all the people in the last 6 months who have interacted with me, not only on their channel, but on my channel as well. And it means a lot, and I appreciate it very much. So, I am going to light up this pipe again, and I'm going to end the video for now. I hope all of you are doing well. I appreciate you all very much. Be of service to someone. Au revoir, mes amis.